Hey guys, welcome back to Saturday Night Special. This week we're going to be playing Strikers 1945 2 on the PlayStation. Okay guys, so this is Strikers 1945. Really cool little vertical shoot 'em up. Let's get straight to it. So, forewarning, I am not great at shoot 'em ups, especially vertical shoot 'em ups. I'm pretty terrible at them. But we're going to give it my best shot and see how we go. I'll go original one. Right, so I do knock it down to very easy, purely because, as I say, I'm terrible at them. And you don't want to watch a video where I'm just dying over and over again. I want to give you a nice taste of what it's about. Okay, so I tend to pick either that one or the Mosquito. I don't actually know how you pronounce that. We'll just go with that one. So I love this game. It's got some really nice graphics. It's got some absolutely fantastic music, and the sound effects are like really over the top, and it feels very arcadey. It's a really fun game. So you use X to shoot, just hold it down and blast away. Use the shoulder buttons to fire your bombs. And something I found out a while ago, which for a long time I never knew you could do. I think it's square. I'll find out in a minute if I can use it once we get a bit of a boss or a mini boss to fight. But you hold the button down and it puts a little like drone up that you can leave in place to shoot the enemy, which with the bigger, it's square. So you see those little dudes that come out there, and you can leave them to take care of bigger enemies while you go off and fight the little dudes. And I never knew that for a long time. I played through this game many times and had no idea. So when I found out that, it was a bit of a revelation. It's very helpful. So this first level's pretty straightforward, and for the first couple of levels as well, if you do die, you just immediately start where you die. But as you get further into the game, unfortunately the game becomes tougher, and it makes it so that when you do die, you have to just start from the beginning of the stage every time, and it does really increase the difficulty by doing that. It makes it quite tough. Grab that bomb. These Strikers games, the biggest problem I always have, and it's probably a deliberate design of course, because they make the weapons and bombs float around the screen, I end up chasing them and end up flying at the top of the screen and flying straight into a bad guy and dying. So really you should just stay at the bottom, wait till they come to you. By the way, you have to play with D-pad as well, there's no analog option. So it can be a bit taxing on the thumb sometimes. But this first level is fairly straightforward. Doesn't really challenge you at all. As I say, the more you get into the game, each level gets more and more tough. So the vertical shooters, I always find that the bullets are the biggest problem for me. I'm sure it probably is for everybody, but when you got a lot, I'm getting better at understanding that the way the bullets come down, they tend to spread as they get closer to you. So I'll just put my little dudes up. So there is a pattern to them in that respect. So you can, if you really pay attention, you can get through the middle of them. Normally I can. That time I got stuck at the bottom of the screen, I couldn't see everything and died for it. But generally you can do that. I can find my way through the gaps. Okay, mission 2, target iron casket. Now again, it gets really cool. I love to get the little tanks and the stuff on the floor. And the music's brilliant. I just love the music in this game. Again, no, I know that the sound effects are probably the big thing they want to push. I just think it'd be nice if you could hear the music more and you could have more of a balance. If it let me do that in the settings, it'd be great to adjust it so I could knock the music down, music up, sorry, and knock the sound effects down. That would be really good. But you know, it is what it is. I suppose with these games, you want big, powerful, booming sound effects because it really sells the shooting part of it and the explosions. Okay, big cannons, so just basically I find that just take them out on one side at a time. I think this is the best approach on this bit. You know, a couple more over there as well. So you can already get into a bit of a tight spot. Those big bullets are starting to compromise my position every time. So I just hit one of those bloody planes by mistake then. So I took a minor hit there. And you get like these mini big planes that take a few more hits than the small planes. But yeah, overall it's really well done. This is a great little game. I first found this game years ago. I was watching Eddie Rollercore's PlayStation collection, and he happened to mention it in that video. He showed it and he was like, it's a really good game, well worth checking out. And he's absolutely right. There you go, this is my bomb. It's an absolutely brilliant little shooter and still affordable, not very expensive at all. Last time I checked, I think it's still around about 10-15 quid for a decent copy, so you might even get it less than that sometimes. So definitely one that's worth picking up, I think. It's amazing as a shooter it hasn't gone up, because I mean, I was under the impression that shooters tend to be expensive, so yeah, that's really good. You know, what with this and also Steel Dragon on PS2 being very cheap, they're great ways to get into vertical shooters. So as you can see all the bullets there. Now luckily I managed to blow them up, but there is a way of getting through the gap. If you just pay attention and stay at the bottom and just watch the way the bullets spread out, eventually you'll find a way through. Stealth bomber, nice. Oh, my fault, that was a stupid mistake. There was no reason to get hit then, I just moved to the left by mistake. Okay, this one's going pretty well so far. I don't know how many lives I've got. Unfortunately, when I'm doing the capture, I'm using a DVD recorder, and I forgot to switch off the display thing that tells me it's recording, so it's blocking the bottom of the screen for me. Well, this is going pretty well so far. Right, here we go, boss dude. So I put my little ships there, I'll go over the side, just move around a bit, let them do the bulk of the work for me. So you can find your way through the gaps quite easily. You just got to really pay attention and concentrate on those bullets. So I've got 3 bombs, great. That's another thing I can do a tactic and always, when you get a lot of bullets like that, instead of just trying to find the way through, I just activate the weapon and then the big plane comes and it just takes all the bullets away for me. See, they're all slowing down like the big ones there. So there is a way through the gap. So I'm doing quite well actually. This is pretty successful so far. It's about to get more difficult, I'm sure. So level 4. I love this one. The mist looks really good. Gives you a really nice sense of depth, this one. It feels like you're really high up. No, I couldn't find a way out then. I was jammed in the corner. That's frustrating. Okay, I'm going to have to use my little guys. He was taking a bit of a beating. I love that you come out from the clouds. You've got that really great scenery down there. It really does look like you're flying high. So you see I've got a couple of them, so I'm just going to whack my little dudes and get out of the way, and then they can take care of him. So I'm doing pretty well. I'm quite powered up at the moment. I'm just going to whack a bomb on there because it might help me quite a bit here. Because this guy's going to take a bit of a beating. I love this. Some of the villains, the bosses in this game are really cool, really nice design. So I'm going to throw everything at him. Little guys, big bombs, bullets, the whole lot. We're going after Rommel. I do love a bit of World War II. I love this, that music. Probably my favourite soundtrack in the whole game. I love this level. It's a pretty short game, only 8 levels. But it's got loads of replayability. I've gone back to so many times. You know, generally it's just one of those games like Die Hard Trilogy, the Die Hard 2 part, where everyone in need of something quick and easy. And I just want to have a blast. Strikers is there, I mean, it's just a great game. It's very easy to just pick it up, get you stuck in, and feel quite satisfied by the end of it. I do like a shooter though when it allows you to hold the button down. Son of a gun. I really hate shooters where you have to keep tapping the button. That drives me mad because it can properly do your thumbing after a while. especially when you've got your left thumb being knackered out by the D-pad, and then you've got to use the right thumb to constantly hammer the fire button. Yeah, as I say, I'm not particularly great at these games, but they're that fun. You don't feel frustrated. You always feel like you're enjoying yourself and you get something out of it, even if you die like that. But as I say, like now it's going to start right back from the beginning of the level, whereas previously in the previous levels you would have just started where you died. And like the final stage in particular, when you die, the final stage is really tough. I find the last boss really hard. Always, the one thing I found is to try and save my bombs right until the end. Jesus, got absolutely overloaded there. Because then at least I can tackle the boss, because the final boss can't do it without loads of bombs. Okay, let's focus. Right, there we go, now we're making progress. I always hate saying things like that, because I feel like as soon as I say that I'm going to crash or get blown up. I think like graphically it's pretty good actually. I mean, it's not like the most amazing shooter in the world, but it's got a nice amount of colour in it, some nice backgrounds, you know, decent looking ships and enemies and weapons. And just about made it through. Okay, I'm going to whack that on. Grab that power up. Chuck a bomb, because there's a lot going on here. I'm just trying to pay attention to where everything is and what's going on. Right, there we go. Bomb. Nice. Looks like a big crab, dude. See, that's the thing I do find, is like you're trying to find your way through the gap in the bullets, but also sometimes the colour of your ship and your weapon can sort of mix in with them bullets, and I find it a little tricky to see where I am. Not bad. Mission 6, target cross sinker. So the last few levels are where I really do get a challenge. And so the final one in particular is a tough one. I do like these 1940s games though, they're really cool. There's one on Evercade that I think it was 1944, I think it is. I think that's right. An arcade game. That's an incredible game, that one is. I wish that had a home port on one of these consoles. It would have been great to have that on PlayStation. Damn it. You can only play that, unfortunately, at the moment on the Evercade EXP, the handheld. Because it's locked into a Capcom collection, but it is absolutely superb. Maybe one day we'll get lucky and I'll be able to do a deal with Capcom and put it as a cartridge instead. And I can play it on my Versus, that'd be nice. Okay, so these are a bit, they take a bit of a hit, these two do, so I'm just going to, Jesus Christ, that was a lot. Right, I don't know how I managed to get through there and I thought I was dead. So you really have got to be limiting on your bombs on this part, these next couple of levels. Because you definitely need them when you get to the bosses, or at least I do anyway. So we've got a big battleship this time. Or is it a submarine? Could be a submarine actually. So I'm going to throw everything at him, take his sides off. There we go. Oh, I hate this. It's got a big grabber on the orange bit. Shit amount of bombs. Not helpful. Oh! Damn it! I was just about to say, made it through, and then he just goes BAM! And just jams through ship. Blockade. So this can get a little bit tricky, especially if you die like that, which I don't want to do. Right, we'll have one more continue. Because we will probably end up dying a lot now because I get powered right down to a basic weapon. So you've got to be strategic, and I've got 2 bombs, so that might help me. But yeah, you can get your arse handed to you pretty quickly once you lose all your guns. Or your power-ups at least. So we're going to put the little ones in there. I'll grab that, go over here, take him out. Tackle this dude, that'll work really well. Having that square button option to put the little drone dudes up, is that little blue guy there, so helpful. I can't believe for a long time I never knew you could do that. Just pure luck that I happened to press it one day. Grab the gold bar. Just going to throw a bomb straight at him, I'm not even going to risk it. Don't know why I did that then. I could have easily hit that plane. I just shouldn't have been bothered to just let him go off the screen really. That was a risk unnecessarily taken. So these little things, they tend to catch me out quite a bit here. But I tend to just move around as much as possible and try and shoot as many of them as I can. Because otherwise I can get killed quite quickly. So everything's starting to converge on me in the centre here, and it's making it really tricky. Well, we've got 2 bombs. Right, throw that, do that in. Jesus Christ, how many bullets do you want to throw at me? No, I'll protect myself with a big plane. This is really cool. It builds a big mech dude now. Feels a little bit Provotex in a way. Or Contra. Ah, you son of a gun. Right, I'll just throw a bomb, protect myself, and then I can get my weapon up. Just absolutely hammering them. I've got another one, yes I have. Brilliant. Power. Just watching all those bullets, where the hell they're coming from. Right, go on, hit him. Oh, you git. Right, let's just bomb him straight away. No messing around. That's the best solution, I think. That worked quite well, didn't it? Okay, final level. Didn't think I'd be playing all of this, but there you go. I probably will not beat it, I'll tell you that right now. Because the boss is a shit. And a lot of it is luck with me getting through this final boss. And obviously, bear in mind, I'm playing it on number 3 difficulty, so it's very low. If you play it on any higher level, you ain't getting to the end that quickly. This is a tricky part, all these big orange things. Because you get the 2 of them together like that, and they tend to push you right in the corner on it. You usually get blown up very quickly and easily there. So I don't want to use my bombs. I've got 1 left anyway, which is not really enough. You've got like a mini boss dude first, then you've got the main bit where it gets really tricky. And he does that, and all, which really pisses me off. Should we have another go? Go on. 1 last try. I don't think I'll get very far. Boy. I'm never going to beat the guy anyway. No, not now anyway, because this is where what I was on about earlier. Once you're powered down, especially in this situation, you are knackered. Because you end up automatically going for your bombs, but you really don't want to do that. You want to try and save. I've got 2, so whatever you have, you save them best you can. Because if you use them immediately and you get to the boss, you're done. You've got no chance. I'm glad that little guy's lasting as long as he did. That was really helpful. That was brilliant, actually. It really got me out of a tight spot there. So the temptation there is to run up the screen and get those gold bars, but I knew if I did that, those little cannons were going to be there and they'd probably take me out. Right, we've got 2 bombs. Now, this little twat with the laser, we've got to be really careful here. Oh, Jesus Christ, I moved to the left, but the ship was so bloody slow I couldn't use it. I'll have to use 1 bomb at least, which is unfortunate. As you can say, it gets a bit insane. Yeah, this is probably in fact, this is the most difficult part of the whole game, I think. The amount of bullets spread across the screen and the big laser and can be proper, tends to really put you on edge. This bit and all you've got to deal with these, and you've got these orange bastards to blow up. Which, as you can see, they just annihilate you with bullets, makes it really tricky. I mean, have I got any? Oh, yeah. I'm on my last life, I think. Here we go, big dude. Well, at least you get to see the final boss, even if I do die. So we're going to bomb him straight away. I'll set the side things out first, I think. We'll do a second one. We'll just use them both. Actually, because my energy is proper low, so I'm going to really struggle. Now the main dude comes out and he'll kick the shit out of me because I have no weapons, no bombs, absolutely bugger all to defend myself. I knew I was going to do that. Ah well, we tried. Okay guys, well that was Strikers 1945 2 on the PlayStation. Fantastic vertical shoot 'em up. As I said in the gameplay, very cheap as well. Still around about 10 to 15 quid, sometimes a bit less as well, which is great. Highly recommend picking it up while you can. If you haven't played it already, give it a go. A lot of fun, very tricky. I mean, I put it on the low setting just so I could play it and enjoy it and you can get the most out of the gameplay. But yeah, if you put the settings up, it can get very tough and a lot more of a challenge. It's a really fun game to play through. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of the game down below and I'll see you next Saturday.